Dad, I want your promise that you won't talk about this anymore. What to say? I wouldn't promise. I couldn't. We can make earthquake packs, I suggested. Emergency kits that we can grab in case we have to get out of the house fast. If we call them earthquake packs, the ideas might not bother people so much. People are used to worrying about earthquakes. All this came out in a rush. I want your promise, daughter. I slumped. Why? You know I'm right. Even Mrs. Garfield must know it. So why? I thought he would yell at me or punish me. His voice had that warning edge to it that my brothers and I had come to call the rattle, as in a rattlesnake's warning sound. If you pushed him past the rattle, you were in trouble. If he called you son or daughter, you were close to trouble. Why? I insisted. Because you don't have any idea what you're doing, he said. He frowned and rubbed his forehead. When he spoke again, the edge went out of his voice. It's better to teach people than to scare them, Lauren. If you scare them and nothing happens, they lose their fear, and you lose some of your authority with them. It's harder to scare them a second time, harder to teach them, harder to win back their trust. Best to begin by teaching. His mouth crooked into a little smile. It's interesting that you chose to begin your efforts with the book you lent Jóhann. Did you ever think of teaching from that book? Teaching my kindergartners? Why not? Get them started on the right foot. You can put together a class for older kids and adults, something like Mr. Barra's woodcarving class or Mrs. Bader's needlework classes and young Robert Hughes' astronomy's lectures. People are bored. They won't mind another informal class now that they've lost the Janus television. If you can think of ways to entertain them and teach them at the same time, you'll get their information out. And all without making anyone look down. Look down? Into the abyss, daughter. But I wasn't in trouble anymore. Not at that moment. You've just noticed the abyss, he continued. The adults in this community have been balancing at that edge of it for years. More years than you've been alive. I got up. I went over to him to look at his hand. It's getting worse, Dad. I know. Maybe it's time to look down. Time to look for some hand and footholds before we just get pushed in. That's why we have target practice every week and laser wire in our emergency bell. Your idea for emergency packs is a good one. Some people already have them. For earthquakes, some will assemble them if I suggest it, and of course some won't do anything at all. There are always people who won't do anything. There was a long silence. When my father spoke again, his own voice had gone very soft. Baby, if these people steal again, they'll force us to spend more than we can afford on food, or go hungry. We live on the edge as it is. You know how hard things are, but couldn't we just call the police? For what? We can't afford their fees, and anyway, they're not interested until the crime's been committed. Even then, if you call them, they won't show up for hours, maybe not or 2 or 3 days. I know. What are you saying then? You want the kids to go hungry? You want thieves coming into the house once they've stripped the gardens? But they haven't done that. Of course they have. Mrs. Sims was their latest victim. She lived alone. We always said she shouldn't do that. You want to trust them not to hurt you or your kids just because there are 7 of us? Baby, we can't live pretending this is still 20 or 30 years ago. But you could go to jail, she was crying, not sobbing, but speaking with that voice full of tears that she can manage sometimes. No, Dad said. If we have to shoot someone, we're together in it. After we've shot him, we carry him to the nearest house. It's still legal to shoot housebreakers. After that, we do a little damage and get our story straight. Long, long silence. You could still get in trouble. I'll risk it. Another long silence. Thou shalt not kill, Corey whispered. Nemea 4, Dad said, verse 14. There was nothing more. A few minutes later, I heard Dad leave. I waited until I heard Corey go into her room and shut the door. Then I got up, shut my door, moved my lamp so the light wouldn't show under the door, and turned it on and opened my grandmother's Bible. She had had a lot of Bibles, and Dad had let me keep this one. Nemea chapter 4, verse 14. And I looked, and I rose up and said unto the nobles, and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, be not afraid of them. Remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your houses. Interesting. Interesting that Dad had the verse ready, and that Corey recognized it. Maybe they've had this conversation before. Hi there, I'm Henry.
I'm Jacob.
And is Barney with us?
Not at the moment. She was, but she jumped.
This is Technopoverty. It is Monday and Thursday, 7:30 p.m. CST. We use it as an excuse to read books, play games, bounce the two off each other with you, the chat. Hello there, Mask for Mask. Hi there, AR Berlin, D. Hamels Mammal, Federal Ghoul, L-Man. Yes. Those were excerpts from Octavia Butler's Parable of the Sower, which we are reading as we play through Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. This is part of our Fall into the Future series. Parable of the Sower is the second book we've read as we play through Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 is a big game. I expect to read many books as we play through it. The first was Nevil Shute's On the Beach, which the subtitle from this game comes from. Very clearly an influence on the game, seeing as this is a submarine adventure with our friends.
Truly.
Jacob, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what we were doing. Oh, yes. There's a Catholic robot. Well, Higgs controls a bunch of Catholic robots, and then there's like a rogue ninja robot dude who's different than them, who may be interfering, but...
Oh yeah, but remains...
Our buddy Higgs, who's the returning bad guy and homoerotic tension interest from the first game, he's manufacturing arms for the resistance ne'er-do-wells in Australia as I try to build the Chiral network and bring it back on the line. So I vaguely remember I was chasing a boss last time, but folks, last week was a weird mess, both for the world and myself personally. But you know what? Been doing a lot of editing work. We're going to get back to the Chiral network.
Filling back up to things, getting back into the swing.
We're not going to take the lightsaber Emperor Palpatine is tempting us with. More talk about Star Wars later. We're going to continue reading our books, playing our art, sipping our tea, talking to each other about what we're seeing on the ground in reassurance and curiosity as we just hang. Thank you for hanging with us, gang. It's been a fun... fall into the future.
Yeah, kicking 2026 off pretty well.
The question is, do I chase bosses? Do I chase plot or do I build roads?
I don't know.
Well, Mask for Mask, Parable events start off in 2024. I'm in 2025 in the book right now. For those who may have not heard last session, or just catching it now, or who may not be familiar with Parable of the Sower, Octavia Butler's story is about a teenage girl named Lauren. She is the daughter of a preacher in the year 2024. The book was written in 1993, imagining a dystopic 2024 in which people lived in gated communities. Homelessness is rampant, drugs are rampant, crime rampant. There's a police state that doesn't really care about the people. It just extorts them for money.
Completely fictional
events. Here's something wacky. Dogs have gone feral and are only kept as like guards by the ultra rich, but otherwise they kind of roam the countryside, and a lot of poor people have to run from them because they'll maul them.
Jesus.
But where we last left off is a small child named Amy was playing too close to the gate in the gated community. Amy got hit by some gunfire. Lauren confessed to her friend Joanne that while she believes in God, it's not her father's God, and they gotta fucking do something and get the hell out of there. Alright, so it looks like if I want to do main plot stuff, which I do, I should get back up to the ship. So yeah, we have this whole half of the map here that we brought online, but no, considering where we are, let's build some damn roads. Also, we can ramble a bit lighter while building roads, you know?
All right, very true.
Where is the closest of the road machines, honestly? Big ol' mug of tea. Is there? Oh, why, thank you.
Yeah.
What are we drinking, Steak Boy?
Mystery tea. Doshugan, I believe, is, if my Google Translate app was working correctly. I'm not sure what kind. I believe it's a white tea, but it is one of the smaller tea cubes I've had for a while. One of the tea coins, but like the smaller guys.
Oh,
Those are
nice,
spheres,
nice,
so.
nice.
Yeah. Really gotta go pick up some more tea next payday.
Yeah, I think it's cool that tea coins exist because tea was used as currency at one point.
That history was
Yeah, a
cool.
tea cube, mask for mask. So you can get from West China tea coins, tea cubes, traditional style tea memorabilia items, packaging. It's called a tea coin because at one point they were actually used as currency because of the value they held.
Yeah, which is so cool.
The ancient tea horse trading road, I forget the exact name of it. Once again, you can check out Tea House Ghost.
Yeah, so Honda, we went through the history of it. It was really cool. Just a quick one.
Also, part of the reason Tuesday and Thursday last week did not happen for the stream is some extra editing work I've been doing. Although I don't think it'll interrupt future streams, I was just a bit surprised. I also forgot about some stuff Monday that didn't hit till Tuesday, so.
Oh yeah, snuck up.
Just kind of a mental slip last week, and then the news made my head very, very not happy.
Yeah.
But check out Anna Marie Cox's YouTube channel if you're into the stuff I do for Michael Burns. Anna is an editor, writer, very knowledgeable woman on how to craft and write prose, narrative, editorials, news. She has a lot of experience under her belt.
Oh hell yeah.
She's been doing some YouTube videos. She did one on Olivia Nuzzi's essay on the whole American Kanto thing. She did a video on.
Yeah.
Anna Marie Cox, D. Hamels Mammal, ANAMARIECOX. Right, I have a hoverboard. I was using the hoverboard. What we're gonna do is we're gonna ride the hoverboard around until we find what we're doing. So I want to get to a place with a garage, and then I want to get a big truck, and then I'm going to use said big truck to build more roads.
Without having seen the movie, I can tell you right now the reason that the remake of The Crow didn't work was because they didn't have him riding in on a coffin like that.
You're right. What up, Kirsten?
Should be cool. What is up?
Talking Parable of the Sower, and I was just plugging Anna Marie Cox. I did some video editing for her YouTube channel. She's got an essay out right now on slop and how AI is giving slop a bad name, because when you call it something slop now, in a way it's so dismissive, but slop in the nasty first draft, like messy, a human made this thing since, is something that helps you improve and work through your own messy articulating of art, and is part of the process of learning and refining your style. Slop is defined by a computer. It doesn't contribute to any further process, you know?
I like that true kind of Kirsten. Slop is actually good for pigs, you know?
You know, yeah.
Like some situation.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna kind of hoverboard until we hit, looks like over here is the first auto paver. Got
Christian,
Hartman's
we're drinking some
Lab
delicious
here.
tea.
All right. We're gonna get familiar with the map a bit better tonight, just in general. We sped through a lot of this area, didn't build the roads. Now it's time to learn the lay of the land.
Yeah. Yes, Kirsten. The coffin hoverboard, pretty epic.
I think I just can't stray off the network, which I'm, very close to doing right there.
Oh god, like once it goes off, it's just stopping.
Can't lose coverage, yeah. Although I think it's like a hard hit when I get there instead of just a soft one.
I like that. I like how it is incentivizing you to build out more as well, because you're like, I want to fucking go do some.
I want to be able to ride the
360 or
hoverboard
something.
everywhere, yeah.
I want to do a board slide.
There's like boost ramps. I haven't started yet, but I mean, look at, yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Air, the air. Okay, so there is a road terminal there. Oh, there's bad guys about. There are sneaky dudes about.
I don't like that.
I want to get to either Hartman's lab.
Okay, good.
Does Hartman's lab have a garage? I think it does.
Coffin board.
Okay, I'm just gonna scoot along the wall here until I get to the road, and then we're gonna zip line up to Hartman's lab and get a truck and any missions that I might find easy to pull off with a truck. And then we'll have our resources.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so Parable of the Sower, just recapping last time, we talked a bit about Lauren, talked a bit about her dad.
Yeah.
They practice guns, because they have to. We talked about how horrible everything is outside. We talked about the feral dogs. She has a sort of hyper empathy. It's not so much she's like telepathic in the way she can like manipulate or exploit other people's feelings in any sense like that. It's just that like when someone hurts, she hurts. And there's kind of like a... She has to down a rather large dog and is scared for a moment if she's too empathetic towards it as she does it. Like if she feels too sorry, she pulls the trigger, it might kill her just because like it's like, oh, I'm killing the thing, I understand I'm killing the thing and it's gonna hurt me on that level.
Yeah, the hesitation.
There's like one instance early on in her life where like her brother scared her in a way where she started bleeding the same way he was bleeding and it freaked them all out. So that's why like, that's how they found out about it and were like, don't talk about this to anyone.
Yeah, that'd be terrifying.
What up, Captain Quasar?
Hey, Quasar.
But yeah, so Amy, this, I believe was a 6-year-old child, gets shot. Tears her up inside as far as like, hey, we have to do something about this. She tells Jóhann this, and this is what I like about Lauren as a character. She gives Jóhann a book on ecology, on stuff that's growing in California, plants, useful for foraging, and like just it's a constructive piece of knowledge for one to contain as far as doing something about the current situation. It's like, well, it feels, she doesn't want to freak out Jóhann, but she's like, at some point the walls are going to come down, this place is going to get overrun, we have to have like a backup plan, we have to have bug out bags, we have to, once again, she's like, I believe in God, but not my father's God, and my God is telling me we need to prepare to move.
I like the sound of her God.
Yeah, again, there's an interesting kind of like reconstitution of religious ideas going on with her character. And so, I like that her idea is to give Jóhann this book that is somewhat constructive. Like, hey, just learn about like what plants and stuff you can find in this area, what's good for what you can forage. Start. You know, of course, they're all practicing shooting. Which, again, is useful as far as hunting and self-defense goes, but don't think of it as, like...
the be-all, end-all.
Yeah. Again, this is something I find interesting about Star Wars in the sense that, like, this is kind of like the lesson of Return of the Jedi, but then the greater disregard of the franchise is... The whole franchise wants to sell you the lightsaber, even though explicitly it's like, don't grab the lightsaber, that's what the Emperor wants you to do.
Yeah.
Of course, then, like, Jóhann tells her mother what Lauren says. Jóhann's mother tells Lauren's parents. Lauren's father gets very mad about all this, and that's what I was reading tonight. They kind of have a conversation about, like, well, you can't scare people. What can we do constructively here?
You can scare people, though.
And so, yeah, so one thing they do is he's like, yeah, the earthquake bags are a good idea. This mission looks like a good idea. What do I have?
It is a really easy way to get people to do something that'll help them no matter what.
Yeah, it's good to have like a first aid kit, a bug out bag, even if you're not expecting like the impending societal collapse. I mean, when I managed a store, like you want to have those med kits on tap.
Right, camping kit. Sometimes you want to go camping. Sometimes you have a crazy historic freeze and you need to use a camping stove.
Just around the house, if you're cooking in the kitchen and you know something slips up with a knife, like keep your first aid kits on tap.
Ooh.
Keep your fire extinguishers on tap too. Like that's something that scary, you know?
Yeah, definitely do that. My dad's house burned down.
Yes, that is true.
Like you really, really want to have one of those boys on hand.
I don't want the sticky cannon on this truck, but I do want ghost guns.
Awesome mask for mask. Definitely post as soon as you have that video about carrying small bleed kits.
Yeah, Jacob, you've mentioned before too, like just first aid. If you're able to take first aid classes or any kind of stuff like that.
Yeah. You good on tea? You need more tea?
And of course, I do like the whole.
Okay, sure. I want to make sure.
Even if you don't go forage and learn how to signal things, at least learn what not to eat or common signs of what not to eat, because that's something even on regular, just joyful hikes, people won't realize or stumble into. What not to walk into.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. What poison ivy is.
Yes.
Instead of just people being like, it's got 3 leaves, like, know what poison ivy looks like. But also just like things of like learning the Heimlich, or because I'm a very nervous person as far as like I don't want to be in an emergency situation where I feel helpless and I can't do something. So it would be reassuring to be like, hey, even though it's stressful, here are some things you can do to prevent that and or be useful in the situation as opposed to being locked in. It's like, I think they have some stuff at the Austin Library, a couple classes you can sign up for and things. I know like fire departments will have stuff, but it's just good in general.
Honestly, for those who make it like a career, I do find it interesting, like being like an on-set safety instructor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's one of those things too, where like maybe you're not meant to be. I don't want to say that. It sounds very like fatalist or essentialist. There's a lot of jobs besides like director and camera guy on a film set. I think people forget exist, and that like if they like working like creatively on film sets and stuff, there may be aspects of it like that they can do on a set besides be Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, for sure. It takes a whole village. Like there are so many steps to making a movie. My God.
Again, it's also like it also just gets you in the sense of like having a collective endeavor where you need to have communication between people on teams. That's something to think about with the fight opera shows we put on, is how coordinated and just like structured things are. It's pretty great and amazing. And once again, like with the right motivations, people will do labor. Like if they think it's for a cool cause or purpose, like they will go towards that.
Yeah, for their community, like
right. It takes a video village. What up, Josh Foreman? The Heinlein maneuver, make a fascist sci-fi classic that gets turned into an anti-fascist movie after I die.
Josh Foreman, I await your Heinlein maneuver. Hopefully it doesn't happen for a very long time. I
think I could pull a pretty good Heinlein maneuver, like.
But with how stupid everything is,
I don't know if it's something I should just say straight out loud, but like it's like I could write a dumb fascist novel that's like cool. No, dude, there's a socialist state in the future where everybody has to join the army, but also like everybody gets infinite McDonald's burger cards. Right. There's the perpetual war in space you get to go have fun with. Okay, so the other stream, before all the bullshit happened last week with ICE, we were like trying to tastefully articulate like the male frustration with feelings and how like, the homosexual anxiety. And then this fucking guy murders a woman in broad daylight playing fucking John Wayne, has to like delete his grinder that people are like outing him for having, and it's just like, wow, a literalization of like what we're trying to like be like, well, how do we say this so people understand it doesn't sound out there and crazy?
Yeah, it doesn't sound stupid.
That's what I really liked about Begonia. Josh Foreman, you saw Begonia, correct? If so, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it in chat because I really enjoyed it.
Begonia. The Begon.
Oh, Mask for Mask. One of the funniest things ever is like when there's like a Starship Troopers game, like I forget what the genre is. There's like a big multiplayer focused Starship Troopers PC game that came out a few years back, and when it was in like, yeah, when it was like in early play mode, like early testing, Jacob hopped in a game, and it was just so many like 35 to 45-year-old dudes. Every 20 seconds, someone was like, "I'm doing my part." The only good bug is a dead bug.
Yeah.
Would you like to know more? Yeah. We just everybody just like you could tell, just like these dudes like. Oh,
we've all been waiting.
It was a tough week at the insurance factory. Like,
yeah. God, that was such a fun. That was such a fun moment.
It's like, oh wow, like you know these guys are on the subreddit, just being like. Would you like to know more?
Dude, the other time
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
There was a part like literally like 3 dudes came in over your shoulder and just like, I'm doing my part. Yeah. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Like, okay.
Dude. God damn, that was so funny. We would like to know more. I was gonna say, I had the same thing with. Or the only time I've had something like that was whenever someone figured out how to get like Star Wars Battlefield working in VR for some like team battle game, but everyone was just dressing up as droids, and it was just everyone running around screaming Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anytime someone dies, there's like, no, not Roger, they got Roger. Oh God, it was miserable. It was also great. Gotta love a good fandom. Some fanfic
Loved
into
the
paid
bug.
lit. Yeah, right. You could go the Twilight route, turn some fanfic into a paid literature.
Well, I mean, the crowning torment nexus of it all would be the necrocapitalism. Like there's necro loans. Like if you die, they bring you back to life to pay off your debt. But there's also an interest rate tacked onto maintaining your revival while you're
That serum ain't cheap.
yeah, it's a debtor's prison, but you have to pay off that debt, so they can't let you die. But it also costs money to keep you alive, so
Yeah, I guess you just got to keep working.
Yeah.
Whether you just want to pass or not.
I mean, don't you find purpose in work?
Do what you love, or you'll never work a day in your life.
Josh, I loved how much they had a highly articulated or a highly preloaded conspiracy vision. Like they did all the homework. It was all in their brain, but they had no idea how to talk about it in real time. And she was able to just dog walk them with her girl boss corporate talk that does understand how to navigate the moment and move around things. That was like just such a sharp little dynamic between the three of them.
Was 10 Cloverfield Lane the one with John Goodman?
Yes.
That was good.
Yeah, the one in the bunker.
Yeah. That was also like, well, not Silver, kind of different. Was that new one with, not Hugh Laurie, other English actor.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Although he was in a movie this year.
He was, and the one directed by his son?
Something like that. I honestly was not. And I didn't find it reason to invest in the movie. Like, I didn't get too heavily like, oh wow, Daniel Day-Lewis is back.
I never even saw Phantom Thread, and everyone just, anytime it gets crazy.
Great.
I know. Everyone gets crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate what actors do, and like, not saying that it doesn't good. There's just like, it is just acting. Like, it's there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and it's just,
Yeah,
well, you know, sure.
Jared
Grown man.
played 3 characters in Morbius.
Whoa, my God.
He played sick Morbius.
Maybe, I don't know. Ah, yes, thank you, Master Mass. Heretic, Hugh Grant. That was what I was thinking of. That was kind of like 10 Cloverfield. As far as like a mystery.
Oh yeah,
So kind of like
the 2 ladies door to door.
Yeah, Gabby was watching it recently, and I kind of like got probably like 2/3 of the way in, and I was like, okay, it grabbed my attention pretty quickly. Also, seeing Hugh Grant as not a romantic character, pretty great. Trying to think of recent Trapped with an Older Actors movies. Oh yeah, Blind, that was pretty great. Energy zone.
Alright, I need to recover cargo. Oh, maybe I should have gotten a sticky gun. I gotta recover actual cargo. No, we got this.
Oh shit. What are these losers doing over here?
Yeah, what do I have to fight here? Who's threatening? Alright, let's try this lightweight assault rifle. Oh, I have to like unlock these things, got it. Oh yeah, we got some materials for building roads here.
Hell yeah.
Actually, everything gets in the truck.
Hell yeah, mass for mass. Just start blasting.
Yeah, I kind of didn't mean to, but at least I got... No, I put double guns on the car for a reason.
Feels like a very Americanized version of this truck.
I was doing the stupid cowboy thing. I was going into a confrontation. I was getting in front of their car as they were trying to go forward in their car.
Listen, we're trying to get their oil.
Listen, boy, yeah.
I want you guys' oil. I don't know, you guys look like you could use some democracy over here. I don't think you have enough of it.
Oh, I should just go this way.
Oh hell yeah, that slow motion was pretty tight though.
I'm like, how do I get, oh man. I'm not being the most graceful about this.
I've certainly seen you be a bit more graceful in other situations.
I mean, we made, to get back real quick to Parable of the Sower.
Yeah.
I find it interesting, like, when we talk about, oh yeah, she got right, but like, there is a focus on how it trickles in, this anxiety, because like they form a neighborhood watch and start being a bit more vigilant, because after her and her father have that conversation, somebody breaks into a neighbor's garden, and they don't just, it's not like they just took food, it's like they intentionally sacked the garden. It was like, oh, they were intentionally like,
Or just fucking it.
yeah, taking stuff to like both to sell, like it wasn't a crime of like sustenance.
Damn.
And so they start doing kind of like a nightly neighborhood watch, an armed one, because you know they don't want people to think they can come around doing that. And as I was reading at the beginning, there's kind of this struggle, like we don't want to kill people, but like we have to defend our food. Like you start seeing how the scarcity rationale is coming in and the pressure is going, and what the system's permitting them to do and telling them to do, especially if like the cops cost money, they don't come out for a few days. Oh, I'm just going through blood bags.
Dang.
Yeah, we're gonna offload that. Do I have all the stuff I need? just need to go to the, I just need to keep going down the road now, I think. Oh, I need to go back, okay. I'll go back in a little. Oh, let's see. Josh, I'll get back to you a bit later this session. I'll think on the ending because I do think on it. I often forget about the last bit. Yeah, Mask, I saw something about Bezos and Altman and Gates. There's a fourth one. I don't remember if it was Teal or Paul. They're gonna company town Greenland. Even if we don't invade Greenland in like whatever blunt, stupid fashion. They're gonna put like a tech company town up there. That's the new tool of colonization, is data centers.
It's true.
I'm hiccuping.
Take over all that water.
Yeah, there's a Meta is putting, Zuckerberg was the fourth one, I think, because Meta is putting up a data center in Northeast El Paso. I think I mentioned this before, but they're like, yeah, we'll provide 100 jobs.
100 jobs.
Less than a grocery store.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And necessary. Man, thanks,
Ireland has been McDonaldified. Yeah, McDonald's, yeah. Like, we knew what this was since the 90s in some form with, like, the general cultural imperialism, like, corporatization, strip mallification of everything.
Right?
Oh, also, I didn't mention this at the top of the hour, start of the stream, start of the show. Next movie we're gonna watch is probably Ghost in the Shell, and then On the Silver Globe. Or actually, it's either On the Silver Globe or Ghost in the Shell. I want to watch Ghost in the Shell. I know Ghost in the Shell is good. I've watched Ghost in the Shell a bunch. It's one of those movies, much like Sorcerer, which we watched this past weekend, where once I put it on, I'm like, oh, I've seen this a million times, but it's still captivating. But I kind of want to bump up On the Silver Globe because I have never seen it. I'm curious. I've heard weird things about it.
What is it?
On the Silver Globe, I think it's, I forget which Eastern European country it is. Some kind of Slavic, Hungarian. It's a foreign sci-fi movie where you're just like on an alien planet seeing a culture from like far away. I assume the Silver Globe in the title is the planet, like on the Silver Globe.
Okay.
A lot of weird imagery, like 80s kind of cult classic. Plastic Patties. I think I've seen that one, Josh Foreman, a lot. It may have been like one of the first leftist kicks videos I've seen, if it's one they did a while back.
This cargo looks like it's fresh from the fabricator. Impressive work. This cargo's been missing for a while now.
Josh Foreman, have you seen Save the Green Planet? We did watch that one. Okay, then no, I'm not. I'm thinking of something else then. But Josh Foreman, did you see Save the Green Planet? We watched that one on the Discord a few weeks back. I'm thinking of a method to where maybe the stuff we show at the theater lives at a place that, say, is like a Google Drive or a link that is live for a week, where if you can't make the live screening in the Discord stream, you can maybe, just hop on your free time and watch at your leisure, if you just, visit that link.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. Honestly, I like Begonia a lot, not a lot more. I like Begonia more than Save the Green Planet. I think Save the Green Planet's really good. I think they work really well in conversation with each other. Yeah, Josh, I've also been thinking about it because I've really been enjoying the Spectacular Spider-Man, but I've been watching it at such an erratic time that I feel kind of bad for anyone who maybe wanted to keep consistent with it. But like if it's up somewhere where people can just watch it for like a month before I take it down because space maintenance, you know.
Yeah. And yes, Master Mask, I forget the name of the actor, but it is a Korean actor. I forget his name, but he's in a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, damn, I forget his name as well, but
He is incredible in everything, because he reminds me of a friend of mine from college every time I see him.
Always glad for the help. Don't be a stranger.
I'm curious, though, if that's actually his voice. I'm like, does he speak English? I thought he only spoke Korean. Genghis Khan.
maybe someone on IMDb the game.
Yeah, Samson Hook for the character name. I was trying to think of like what other movies I've seen him in.
I'll take you on because I gotta get back there.
Yeah, what is it? The Good, the Bad, the Weird. It's really fun in that one.
I need to give that one a fairer shot than I did because I watched it because I was a big Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Leone head type, but also I know it's like not. It's more than just like playing off of that. And
Oh, yeah.
I was way too slanted in that way, I think.
Man, that movie hit me at the right time. That's wild too, because I was living in New York City when I saw that, because that was like one of the first, not one of the first, but like Netflix was streaming it.
I do remember that being one of those
streaming.
big ones when Netflix first streamed that, and like the Journey into the West.
Yeah, they also had not Red Tide, but there was like some big Chinese epic. There was like 2 movies, Red something, that they were also showing that like you couldn't see the full versions of any other way. So I was like, dang, Netflix used to be really cool. And Dr. Whatever from Marvel's assistant.
I'm here for your medals and
I don't think he's in Battle Royale, but also Trump's giving us a Battle Royale / Hunger Games for his states. I can't believe murder and gambling are legal, and it's everything fucking sucks. Damn, dude, kind of hit it.
like you know how many fucking animes and like fucking movies like. Oh yeah, it's fucker fight, everything is king of the hill, like 6-string samurai ass, like Vegas needs a new king, and you think like it's gonna be a bunch of cool like survival of the fittest, like X-Men fighting each other for mutant supremacy. No, dude, it's just rich old men yelling at each other until they have heart attacks. Like,
yeah, dude, trying to kill the world with them because they refuse to die alone.
Train to Busan, hell yeah. I need blood bags for sure.
Blood bags.
We have one? Okay. Do I have any blood bags in this facility? No. Okay. Well, Jacob, we're not going to do any fighting. We're having a chill sesh this time. Did everybody see that dork busting his ass on the ice and walking back off because even though he's backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government to war crime, he just doesn't have that dog in him?
Yeah.
That was something.
That truly was something.
I misread where I was delivering things to. I gotta go to the dowser as well. Not that bad though. First we're gonna go to the furthest point and get metals from them. Tactical frivolity? You talking about like in general, just like rendering them a joke through a communal sense of everybody laughing at them? Yeah, I did see the camera guy's angle. Jacob sent that to me earlier today. It was great.
Yeah.
No, Master Master, I was thinking about this because I'll just say that there are spaces in Texas I've had to exist where I'll mask up for obvious reasons. Even if like COVID wasn't a thing, I'd be wearing a mask in those situations because of health and safety concerns.
Yeah, like it's not bad.
And I've had to deal with boomers giving me shit over that in these spaces. In those same spaces over this past week, I've heard folks laughing at that guy, which is amazing to me, because he kind of, I guess his violation of ROE, like rules of engagement stuff, is something that like a lot of like operator treads and stuff can laugh at as well, you know? Even in like this interesting moderate, even right, I guess right-leaning moderate spaces, there are dudes who are like, oh yeah, that individual was not qualified enough and was stupid, and let's all laugh at him. And yes,
Yo.
it's interesting where on the spectrum it lands because of Americans being so punishing of bad performers. Don't break the James Dean John Wayne illusion. If you do, we will destroy you.
Yep. You will have to pay for it with your physical body.
What's Mask saying?
There's a whole style of protest and movements under the guise of tactical frivolity that are fascinating. Like the situations in those ice courts clowns, literally clowns doing clowning.
Yeah.
Dude. When we make the cops chase a clown, they become part of the clowning. That's pretty great.
Yeah, there was another video I posted on the Discord of them slipping on a sidewalk and one of their guns goes off, and it's like, wow, they were very lucky they didn't shoot their own dick there.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, people would be laughing if they were bleeding out after shooting their own dick. It's like, damn.
That's for your own safety and dignity that we don't want you on the street, buddy.
Right, like that's the whole thing, is like all the people.
You don't have to do this.
Dude, because given everything, I've certainly started looking into firearm safety and gun ownership more seriously, given everything. And it's just like, man, these things are dangerous. And you have the stupidest people who have no sense of like how very real these ramifications are of like how much you will hurt yourself. I'm trying to think. We had a guy from my high school. He was out hunting and his rifle snagged on a tree. And he was there with his brother. Horrible situation. Yeah. Yeah, Josh Foreman, I feel you. Like, I'm not a... It's not even that I'm, like, not a fan of guns. Like, guns are kind of, like, whatever. It's fun shooting things. Like, shooting soda cans, watch them blow up, that's cool as hell. But, like, people just really need to...
Understanding what they're capable of and how to manage... Yeah, the toys mentality gets that really well. I was understanding what they're capable of and how to manage that and what to respect in that is worth doing, especially because it is part of the environment. But yeah, that's something, again, to talk about Emperor Palpatine and the lightsaber. Like, don't take the lightsaber, because, like, that is also one of the things where... I'm not going to tell anyone to not self-defend, because, like, self-defense is a different thing than what I'm talking about here, because I think too often the term non-violent protest gets used. People are like, well, I don't want those people behaving that way. They just got to do it non-violently. It's like they do it non-violently, and then they're provoked, and then there's like a degree of self-defense you have to worry about, apply, and understand. And that's like crucial to know.
Bad faith operators within the other groups to make one group look bad.
Right. Again, that's why in Parable of the Sower, I like that Lauren told her friend to study up on something that wasn't destructive but constructive. Because again, someone wants the individual glory of maybe taking a car to these guys in a Target parking lot, sure, but without an actual structural, coordinated deconstruction of the thing, that just makes them hit back harder in worse ways.
Yeah. We got 9 folks hanging out with us.
I don't know, it makes me think of, I just, don't want to say anything outrageous online in the sense that, like, there's a certain white dude privilege of hitting things with the lightsaber that feels like the easiest way to express things.
Yeah.
But like if you start yelling about I'm gonna use the lightsaber on everybody, it gives your enemy a means to
like you're
say
playing
look,
into their hand.
Yeah.
Again, they want you to do that. That's like
it's pretty funny. I'm using the Star Wars stuff considering how I feel about Star Wars in general.
Yeah.
But like this is credit to the text over the fans themselves.
Oh dang, Master Mask. My nephew is starting to say real worrying right-wing shit and looking for things to give him or read or watch. Parable as a contender, but I'm afraid to give a youth a book.
Yeah, Mask, I'm trying to think of a more like dirtbag lefty romp they might have fun with.
Alright. I just don't understand people going to. It's so hard.
Maybe
to
a canticle for Lebowitz or Catch-22, like some good mid-century anti-war satire. I'm thinking of like Catch-22 or some Vonnegut. Catch-22, Breakfast of Champions, Cat's Cradle.
I do love
maybe send them Harrison Bergeron, the short story, see how they react to that, if they like it, because that's, yeah. I'd say maybe try Vonnegut. I know some Vonnegut really hits it off with the fellas at a certain age.
It really does. I did not get hit by that. I mean, I read Breakfast of Champions, enjoyed it, but like I was never like, oh my god.
I read Slaughterhouse 5 and I was way too young for it.
Oh yeah.
I don't even mean that in a it scarred me way. I was just like, well, I don't know, as a little kid in general, after a point I was like, yeah, it seems like war and stuff's bad. And so I read that book and I was like, well, man, that dude's life sucked and like those things sucked and that was a real beautiful thing. But like,
yeah.
I don't know, it didn't leave an emotional impact on me because I hadn't really developed or really thought in abstract enough terms about like what the book wants you meant to. Because I was like 7 years old. I didn't have any life experience. Like
you read that as man.
Not 7 years old. I was in like 7th grade, so I was like 12 or 13.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
I was in middle school though.
But still,
yeah. I remember because I got Slaughterhouse 5 and Fahrenheit 451, and I kind of got Fahrenheit 451 way more because I was like, oh yeah, sci-fi, books good, people burn.
Hell yeah.
Books bad, there's a hound, 100 feet license plates, everyone's stupid.
Dude,
that's the shit when you're a kid.
Dude.
When you're 13, Ray Bradbury, he hits.
Oh, he actually does, yeah. I was gonna say too, I guess.
When you're 24, he still hits. When you're 32, Something Wicked This Way comes, one of the greatest novels of all time.
Oh man,
gotta figure out a way to weasel our way into that here on the channel.
It'll happen. We'll find a way.
That's one where I make you play something and I just read it because it's short enough.
You know how. I know we gotta find some audio books on YouTube that we can play while playing. There we go. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Master Mass, Something Wicked This Way comes is a pretty good one. How old are they? Because honestly, I was watching a right-wing youth video today on the YouTubes. It was a dude playing Warhammer rambling about how he's like, older men, we don't respect you and we don't give a shit and we're gonna fucking eat you. Like, just talking about how his generation is, I don't know, it was extremely like, He's a dude who's like, you don't get Nick Fuentes. He's joking, you effing our person, and it just that kind of stuff where it's like, oh, everybody's just so fucking stupid except me, and it's like, well, it sounds like you're bad at communicating or even knowing what you want in general. So
yeah, like this may fall.
It's not everyone else's problem that they can't reach 5 inches into your fucking skull and see whatever like narrative of reactionary meme shit you got going on in there.
Yeah, that's like garnered this reaction through teen. Oh man, what about Staffy? Staffy Baby is a great person who is funny and silly, but also seems to understand that people are
just burn a CD full of Come Town, greatest hits, anything you find on YouTube that someone's clipped. Sure,
I mean, honestly, just people who are like accept that like other humans are like worthwhile to some degree.
Oh, cool, there's blood bags here.
Sinclair's The Jungle. Is that the one about the meat?
Yeah, that's the meat packing one.
Okay. I was like, I have that on my audiobook. Man, I really need to...
I have that on my stack. We can maybe read it. We'll find some to read that one
yeah.
too.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll wait for that, because that... I've had that for a moment.
Oh, there's some...
Honestly, tell them to read Jurassic Park. I had a great time reading Jurassic Park.
Honestly, yeah,
36-year-old
Jurassic
man.
Park's a pretty fun novel.
It was so much better than I thought.
Have they touched any Stephen King? Do you think they'd be interested in that?
Ooh, yeah, I was gonna say that was the other one I got into real hard. Like, dude, Pet Cemetery, it's got dead kids.
I've been meaning to check out too, Jack Reacher. From what I hear, the Prime series is more true to the source. See, and that's the thing, because Reacher, because he's military and stuff, it's not like he's, a completely like soy lefty caricature of whatever in culture. Like there's some reaching across the aisle. But from what I understand,
Yeah.
Reacher beats up a lot of small town cricket cops and stuff like that. And there might be some like Johnny Cash outlaw socialism, Chris Christopherson like anti-authoritarian disciplinarian stuff going on there.
Hell yeah. Okay. I could take that. I don't know what this
But I
is,
also
so-
don't know if the Reacher books are maybe more right-wing or if the show is just doing like a balancing act, but that might be worth researching.
Yeah.
But I'd definitely say, I'd go back and say, yeah, see about Vonnegut, see about fucking Ray Bradbury.
I also think it's really funny that like the Jack Reacher movie was Tom Cruise. Like seeing the hearing the description of what the character looks like and then being like, yeah, we're gonna have Tom Cruise play Jack Reacher. It's like, that is genuinely very funny. With how the physical stature of that man does not equate to what was needed. Actually, I'll wait for that one. I'm gonna try.
I find Reacher, the Tom Cruise one, funny or interesting because Werner Herzog's in it.
Oh, he's the villain, right?
He's the villain, yeah.
I do love a Herzog villain. Really Herzog anywhere. Was it The Mandalorian, the first episode?
I'd like to see the baby.
See the baby. Okay, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, A.R. Berlin in the first in the Jack Reacher movie. Did they do 2 with Tom Cruise or just 1?
I think just
Was there going to be a second one that they crashed out on? But yeah, in the Jack Reacher movie with Tom Cruise, Werner Herzog's the villain.
fuck, that's funny. Tom Cruise bought the rights because he wanted the role. Great.
Well, he's no Warren Beatty with Dick Tracy.
He really isn't.
I don't really want to do that stuff right now. I kind of want to go back north. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go back north, we'll build some roads. We'll see where we go from there. I bring up Warren Beatty because Warren Beatty played Dick Tracy in the 1990 or 1991 Dick Tracy movie.
Yeah.
But Warren Beatty loves Dick Tracy. He wants to be Dick Tracy so much that at one point he licensed out Dick Tracy to like a Dick Tracy on Ice production just so that he could say that he was using the rights so that he can continue the copyright.
I love that that's what he does.
And then years later, he needed to do something like that again. He needed to use the Dick Tracy license so that he can hold on to the Dick Tracy rights. He does an interview with Leonard Maltin on Turner Classic Movies. This gets aired like at like midnight, just one night randomly, where he's playing Dick Tracy, the character, being interviewed by Leonard Maltin. And then he does it again, like another 7 to 10 years later, I don't remember. Where he needs to hold on to the Dick Tracy rights. So he does another Dick Tracy special where he does a Zoom call with some film critics. I don't think it's Maltin this time around. But in the middle of that one, when he as Dick Tracy is being interviewed, Warren Beatty calls into the Zoom call, and you have Warren Beatty as Warren Beatty on a Zoom call with Warren Beatty as Dick Tracy talking about just the Dick Tracy franchise. The first of these two license grabs at least has some interesting history of Dick Tracy stuff that Maltin walks you through as they're talking. Like he'll talk about like old Dick Tracy comics, and the old Dick Tracy serials actually look really cool and loaded with like Buster Keaton gags and shit like that.
Oh hell yeah! Nice.
The Dick Tracy special did make me curious to check that out. There's some nice information in the first one and some funny stuff going on when he has to interview Dick Tracy. And Warren Beatty clearly loves being Dick Tracy, but also doesn't have like a whole lot going on with the character pathos, so he's not very good on the fly. If you've ever been to like a con, like an anime con or a comic con, you've seen people like this who insist on going like method, but maybe aren't the best at committing to having like a working character psychology. Like they're still themselves, aside from referring to themselves as their character in the third person. It's a hard thing to articulate with words, but yeah. But yeah, Air Berlin, that's exactly what he's doing. Master Maska's watch there is hell yeah. Chevy was nice to him.
I mean, I have shared drinks at an evening with Mel Gibson, and he wasn't anti-Semitic when I was there. like, you know.
When was this? Damn, what?
This was whenever.
How did that happen?
It was whenever I worked for Ain't It Cool's YouTube channel. Mel Gibson came in for Get the Gringo. And it was like the premiere of Get the Gringo. It was like a stream movie. See, exactly. Exonerated.
I remember Get the Gringo because yeah, it was on Netflix. Or he's in the like Mexican prison.
Yeah, which was interesting because I guess they filmed it in one of like not the original one, but like one that was very similar to the one like the one that the movie is based on is real, but they shot at a duplicate of it and actually had like some of the family members that lived inside of the prison in it when they were filming.
Could you steer this while I sip my tea?
Oh yeah, by all means.
But they're inside of it?
Yeah.
Like a facsimile?
Yeah. Was like they tore the original one down, but they had the structure of this second one. But I guess what was it? Mexico, this prison specifically allowed prisoners to have their families live with them inside of the prison. So they were like full families. It was like a full town. And then for the filming, they wanted to bring in everybody for it. We're cool. And we got
Mask, was the Jodie Foster thing before or after Apocalypto? Because I remember everybody was like, oh, Apocalypto is so good.
Apocalypta.
I did watch Drag Across Concrete, and I think I like that director.
Which way we going?
To the left.
This one?
Just also remember Trump's actually a pretty cool guy with a good sense of humor. Oh, he's so self-assured and secure in himself, Josh Foreman. Remember when Elon said he was in the Epstein papers, and then there's photos of Elon like last week having dinner with the guy again?
Yep, with the PETA. God, dude, what about, like, it's so funny that he's the most pathetic, richest man ever. Like,
The Beaver.
what a fucking loser.
Oh yeah, I remember The Beaver as well. I never watched it, but I remember the marketing campaign for it just feeling like, what the hell?
The Beaver?
It was like, I think it was like a comedy dramedy, like soft boy Mel Gibson as like a, was he a dad or something in that, or like was it a rom-com for like older aging people?
Yeah.
It was some kind of, it was like some
He had
kind of
the puppet.
non-action role. Yeah.
Yeah, he had the puppet that he was like talking to. It was like a therapist or something.
I
he was-
think so.
I vaguely remember this now. It was like a female director or something.
I think that was the Jodie Foster was directing that.
That does sound about right.
I remember Conspiracy would be on TNT all the time.
That's really good. I've been drinking a lot of tea, not tea drunk at all. There's some good tea there.
Still out working hard. Appreciate. No denying this.
Now displaying your current order grade.
All right, let's build a little bit of road, and then maybe we'll go on a quick break. Hot tea is good, but I am kind of craving something cold. Nope. Nope, don't want to do that, don't want to do that. All right, let's continue on. No new missions. I really do wish, though, that Sam was a bit more curious about why he's doing all this.
Yeah, just like any sort of questions. Well, I guess also he's kind of dealing with depression at the moment, so he's just
Yeah,
like, whatever.
he did lose his baby, and he is looking for purpose again.
It's all. I'm honestly really curious as to why everyone else is just kind of like making him do this. If it like
Yeah, we were
clearly he's going.
we were taking babies from Mexico.
Yeah. Oh man. Sleep Dealer, that sci-fi movie. That's something we should.
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
Actually, we need more movies for the fall into the future, so Sleep Dealer's on there. Gang, it's
Excellent.
happening.
It's happening, y'all.
We're gonna watch On the Silver Globe. We're gonna watch Sleep Dealer. We will watch Ghost in the Shell eventually. I'm thinking Ghost in the Shell is gonna be kind of the cap off to like everything. It's probably gonna be an ending thing.
Did they do a
Because
live action of that one?
yeah, with Scarlett Johansson.
Okay. At first when you were
remember-
saying that, I was like, we're watching. I was like, I know you're talking the cartoon. Whatever.
Yeah.
In my brain.
I remember when that one
just
came
scratched it
out, and people, I don't know, there was some controversy over Scarlett Johansson saying, I think, there's something over her not being Japanese, playing a Japanese role.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, it was, by that point, it was culture war saturated, where I was like, I know the movie's gonna be nonsense and not good anyway. I don't care what you're saying, Scarlett Johansson. I don't know why you're fighting in this fight. You're being dumb, not really considering the racial aspects of what you're considering. But also, this is like low-hanging bait, clicks, headlines, gossip. We worked at a place when that movie came out where we had a very just clueless boss. And I remember him wanting to talk at like the lunch table about it, and I was just like, I don't keep up with this gossip or care at all about the Ghost in the Shell movie. There's like 5 video games and 10 movies out right now I'd actually seen and liked that I'd rather talk about than like a thing you hate because headlines made you watch a thing you hate.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't understand hate watches. That's one thing I do appreciate with you is that we really don't do hate watches. We do like really enjoy most everything that we watch to some degree.
I mean, we play Fugitive Hunter, but even in that, it's... So this is the thing, this is the bigger thing, because even considering Fugitive Hunter and Doom, Luxonine, and Dante's Inferno, they may be like bad games, but even in like what's going wrong with them, we're trying to engage critically with like what they were trying to do, what they're not doing, what they're referencing, delivering on, not delivering on, what they actually might be pulling off, like in some points, what they do pull off. But like, that's what criticism is. I think there's the whole idea of criticism from a consumer economy standpoint is it worth my time? Is it worth my money? Good or bad? I need to know. Good flavor, bad flavor.
Yeah, we're kind of forced
Too
to
often,
make that
like
call.
it's yeah. But like criticism's like, well, how did this happen? Why did this happen? What is it doing? What isn't it doing? Why is it doing that? Is it intentional, unintentional that it's doing that? Like, what does this make me feel? What does that say about me? What does that say about its audience? What does the audience take away from this? What does the audience put into this over time? Like, there's so much more than just like, oh, the writing was 5 out of 5 on my rubric, and out of 45 points, this film has the full 45 points. And there were no politics, so I feel comfortable with it. It's the best thing ever.
I won't cry because no one talked about it or said bad things.
AR Berlin, I have watched video essays shitting on hate watchers. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I like...
Maybe I'll see you again soon.
There's some, everything kind of has its own merit to some degree, whether it's like learning the perspective of something that is stupid or like, I don't know, I find it, especially with like bad movies, I remember friends who will like only watch Oscar movies, which I think is just like such a weird, people who do like the best of the best, which I kind of understand with like physical products and like things, but there's certain things as far as like art, it's like you learn a lot in things that are bad.
It's even like, I don't even necessarily look at it as like, what are the best things? It's like, what's making interesting conversation? What has ideas present within it? Like,
Yeah.
ooh, I do want
What
to do
makes
this
me
mission.
excited? What movie like makes my heart fucking thud?
Guys, I lied. I'm taking out another road gig.
He's always on the road.
Gotta deliver a rock sample.
Dad's just gotta go pick up 6 from the store. He'll be back.
Because the thing is, like, with that critical perspective or muscle or sense of interpretation of media, instead of you being like, I must consume the things that help me maximize, like, escaping from the horrors of reality through, like, dopamine delivery, like, you're just chasing a high. You're just masturbating, like, if you're chasing things that way.
Yeah.
It becomes, well, like, how do I feel sober and, like, navigate the world effectively given, like, these are the circumstances of the media and the culture around us. There's a very long video essay I posted in the Discord on the history of X-Men video game adaptations. And it's been an excellent laundry folding video. I've been watching like 20 minutes at a time here, 20 minutes at a time there.
Nice.
But I like it because it's not just dudes being like, the dude's not just like, oh, here's an old NES game, it sucks, like these controls are so bad, haha. He's like, well, here's a Wolverine game, and for some reason the controls are this way, but if you consider the development history, like, he talks about, like, the development history, where the X-Men comics were at the time, what, like, the market was. it's so much more than just like, I don't care if like the NES Wolverine game's good or bad necessarily, but when I'm watching a thing talking about the history of like video game production in the late 80s, to see how like, you know, the biggest superhero franchise at the time, what it would grift and grab from like the most popular at the time principles of game design, that is interesting. I think I mentioned this with comics last time we were playing, where it's like, well, yeah, superhero comics are like taking headlines and trying to like translate them into something monthly that an 11-year-old can digest. There's something interesting in archiving history that way, or archiving culture that way. This is something I like about James Bond movies that they don't do anymore because they can't do anymore. More so than any weird continuity bullshit, or if Daniel Craig's too old, or if James Bond's actually real and they're scared they killed him in the last movie so they don't know how to make the next one. And this kind of ties into some stuff I've said about 70s movies before, being travelogues that show off like cool places you may not get to go or travel because in the pre-internet times you don't see that kind of shit everywhere. You don't have the internet, you don't have fast access. Like James Bond movies are like, for a good stint from like the 60s through like the 90s, showcases of just like budget and practical effects. And I mean, even Casino Royale, I'd argue Skyfall's the last one that wows me in this way. I remember No Time to Die did not. But like, they're vehicles to sell luxury goods to dads. And so throughout time, you see what like the flavors of the decade are. You know, when you're watching James Bond, it's like, what watch does he have? What cars does he have? What gadgets are cool? What kind of like international travel is he doing? What vehicle is he getting in? What's novel this time around?
Speaking of hate watching, one of my favorite Dan Harmon rants about how we need a kidding button when we watch movies so that corporations can tell when we're watching something we actually want more of. Alright, I'm kind of down with that. Delivery Boy RPG. Directors.
Yeah, we're building them roads. We're reconstructing Australia. We're giving people packages. Again, the fantasy here is that there's actually a purposeful and effective sense of infrastructure you can provide, and that it's not just going to be all bogged down in bureaucratic contracts and, you know, the mob. In this universe, you rebuild the roads for good reasons, and not so that warmongering pedophiles can invade Venezuela. Right, zip lines. Magic zip lines everywhere, Kirsten. It's the best. Alright, I think I need to go up the mountain to deliver a package, but I also think there's some roads out here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't even honestly gotten into like the heavy map infrastructure stuff this session yet, but once I drop off these packages, we're going to build a section of road before going to break, I promise. I cannot resist building more roads for Australia.
Listen, we love getting Australia on the Chiral Network.
I hold out hopes for Ram Ranch somewhere. Honestly, too, Kirsten, if you've never played any Death Strandings, I don't know how completionist you are. Like, the first one's good, but, like, this second one, they added so much more mechanically that it's funner.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I think I would have more fun diving into this one than the first one.
The first one does have a good story.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure. This one just like play.
Honestly, if you're the kind of gamer too that maybe you'll play a game for a couple hours, do side quests, you like the loop, but like you maybe don't beat the story or you don't complete games, but you get lost in them. Like,
Oh, yeah.
This is a good one for that.
I do love side quests.
Oh, excuse me. Nice to meet you. Oh, wait. We've met before. At this very facility, in fact. You might remember. How's Amir? Hardman and I have been working together to study water samples. My research prevents me from leaving this plane. Allow me to review your... There's a mollusk
I've
among
got a bit damaged, but
I've made great strides in my work thanks to you, and want to give you this data. as
cool.
thanks.
Battery boost though. Something, Kirsten, that's really cool about the game is just how useful every reward is, like all the expansions.
Increasing the amount of materials
Look, I
you
got more
use.
materials. I got more battery pack. Like,
Nice.
it doesn't feel like you're just like chipping away at grids on an upgrade sheet to unlock things at the end. There's like a nice sense of integral growth to everything.
The schematic I've showed, it's one of the, I think, you know,
I would be going around on the hoverboard more as well, but because I want to build roads, I need the truck to haul all the metals and stuff I have. Perfect. I will take this order because story shit happens all the way down there. But before I do that, I am going to do the submission and build a road. We're going to build a road, Jacob. Oh no, the loop's getting to me. I don't want to stop.
No.
Get to collect ceramics, get my metals. Hopefully everything fits on the truck still. No, damn, okay.
Curses.
So that fits on the truck. Nope, okay. Well, the only way to get rid of those metals is to contribute to some roads. Let's do it.
Give my regards.
But yeah, to get back to talking about using lightsabers, I like how much in Parable, despite them having training and using lightsabers, they understand how heavy a cost on their soul it is. They're real tortured over having to use lightsabers on people. And it is just making it clear, like, this is not a tenable model of, like, living.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, auto paper's over there. Okay, we're gonna build this road here, maybe. Can we? Or is it offline because of the network? It's offline because of the network. There's one here. All right, let's see what we can do. I do worry though, because the passage I read for this session was much more peaceful than the first session, where a lot more violent stuff was happening to characters. So I fear I'm being lulled into safe sense of like, okay, now we have our little We have our little community of neighborhood watch folk who are aware and actively preparing for whatever comes next. Oh no, what's coming next? Also, I just want to comment on Butler's prose in general. It reads fast. It is very breezy and clear.
Ooh, really?
It does. Oh, god damn it.
Fuck. Those rat bastards.
Let's try this again. I have to avoid those mines. Give us the infrastructure. Did I extract all the
We need the infrastructure.
Okay, given how fragile these are, maybe I wait until I do the other mission. We leave these fragile records here. That just really upset me. My jimmies were rustled. Do people still say that? Do people remember that? That's like an ancient internet meme now.
You know,
Rustled,
it really is.
rustled jimmies.
Rustled jimmies.
Chat, are your jimmies rustled? Is that
rustled?
ancient millennial speak?
Is it Unk speak?
Is it chopped talk speak? I think there is a set of Unk knowledge that isn't like to be Unk isn't necessarily be bad. It's to have maybe a set of knowledge particular to an uncle that a parent wouldn't have because a parent is too busy working or doesn't have time in the same way an unc may have to, say, learn Mahjong or play Halo with his nephews.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there's another paper, though. It looks like right there. Oh no, that is the one that fucked me up. To be chop is freedom, to be unk is divine. And yeah, it's just the whole, you know, kill the don't kill the cringe in you, kill the part that cringes.
Yes, 100%.
That is not permission to be a complete social solipsist, though. Please understand that.
Yeah, people can still act how they want to around you. So.
I think a good general thing to consider is talk with people, not at them.
Well, that's a good call.
I think as far as practical things to do go, that's something a lot of people can work on. Is just basics of communication and social protocol for coordinating should things go bad, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so that's the mine that I hit last time and it really messed me up. No, wait. Oh yeah, I didn't see this last time. Which one blew up on me? It was like over here. Oh. Where is Oh man, I passed it. Okay. Right there. Those boys there. Got it. Alright, here's the road. But we gotta kill some bandits first, it seems.
Oh shit, new war crimes dropping, guys.
Oh, what's happening?
The Pentagon has used a secret aircraft painted to look like a civilian plane in its first boat attack.
Against...
Let's see. But it's illegal to look like you're...
I see you've returned from the seam at last, Sam. I'm afraid your cargo was stolen, Sam. Taken and stashed in an enemy post box, I believe. The location should be marked on your map, though. Let's go and get it back.
Alright, we're back to being hot. We are back to being on stream up front with you. Hi, I'm Henry.
I'm Jacob.
Welcome back to Technopoverty. The camera died on us, but we are in the middle of Death Stranding 2. Talked a little bit about Parable of the Sower, but right now we need to retrieve our materials. I died. I fucked up. I'm a failure of a man. I'm a failure of a human being. I'm a failure of a streamer. I'm a failure of a friend. Failure as a son.
We had a strong conversation during break.
Dying in a video game is very serious business, and I'm gonna get fired from Technopoverty.
What would Elon
is what
Musk
we're saying?
think?
What?
What would Elon Musk, the greatest video game player of our time, say
You're
about
right.
you?
All right.
Yeah.
So because I died, I actually really like how narratively it justifies how like you don't get a game over. Like, you don't die. I had to repatriate. I woke back up. But, like, they don't want to kill me because when humans die in this setting, like, their bodies will cause a void out, like a big explosion. Nobody wants that. That's scary. That's mean. So instead, I wake up and all my shit's been stolen, except, so I have some boots. I have some grenades. I have some blood bags. Dishonor, dishonor you, dishonor your family, dishonor on your cow. Hey man, that hurts. That hurts, L-man. No, it doesn't, thank you. Thank you for the dishonor. It's a dishonor to greet you. Okay, so we have some grenades at the least. Jacob, I have never encountered a scenario like this really in Death Stranding before. I'm not trying to say like I'm so pro. I've never had to deal with this, but I like that. I thought I was just going to deliver goods to the truck, to the road, from the truck to the road. Instead, we had a void out. We got robbed. Now we have to go on a retrieval mission. And I actually really want to do this retrieval mission because I had a fuck ton of metals.
I really, really want
There's
that.
a lot of materials I was about to put into building that road, and these guys took it from us. So let's stealth our way into this. Let's see what we dealing with
Keep it
here.
up. Keep it up.
Right.
Gotta really engage with the Metal Gear Solid here now. Actually, you know what? This is the perfect time for.
Oh boy.
All right, so there's our shit.
Oh.
The thing is, oh wait, no, is our shit over there? No? Without Mulan, Eddie Murphy voice. Wait, what's that over there? All right. What, like, why is that guy? Had a guy over there? Yeah. I wish I had a sniper
All right,
rifle.
coming in. And we're back.
Oh shit. What's all this then?
Definitely not alone.
People see me? Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay.
Or if I hide in this bush. See me when I'm hiding in the bush?
Oh, they're throwing something over here.
Yeah.
I think. No? Okay. Oh, they are coming down here though. Maybe grab shit and hide in this tall bush over here. Get out of sight. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, what can I retrieve? Okay. Take one of these for, no, I don't need this right now. I need you. Java, I need you, and I need you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, see, look all my shit's here. Oh, I can't leave this. I can't leave this at all. This all needs to go on a truck. These could be roads. They're hoarding my roads, Jacob. Jacob, they're hoarding my roads.
How dare they?
I feel like, damn. Who's the guy, the Baron guy Leonardo DiCaprio played? Scorsese movie, Aviator.
Oh,
Damn, I can't believe I'm blanking on it.
yeah, fuck. Chat, who are we thinking of?
We'll take the Spruce Moose. Okay. But we are gonna, like, it is time to get our revenge on these dudes for robbing us, though. God damn. Where do we start? Where do we start? You guys have a truck anywhere I can use to just take back my stuff? I'm sure there's a truck and like some really good materials. Okay, I'm hiding now. We're going to really engage with the shooting aspects on this mission, guys. I'm gonna really try to be like, you know, stealthy and clever and not just like shotgun everything. Because I died in that last encounter because I was trying to brute force it. And I feel these last few sessions I've been doing a lot of that. And I don't want to be like, oh, the combat in this game's so weak if all I'm doing with the combat is firing off the shotgun at everything, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Like, that was really satisfying. Is there tall grass over here? Yeah.
That's right, Kojima. No matter what, it's always fun to murder people with a gun.
It is kind of weak compared to the...
You know.
I wanted... So here's the thing. In the first game, I liked, and I wish there was more of... You have to use non-lethal weapons and lethal weapons. Like, there's a bit more of that distinction in your arsenal as far as what you can and can't do. In this game, all the guns pretty fast. It's just like, oh yeah, you can use them on guys, so whatever.
Yeah, so have fun.
That's why I was like shocking so indiscriminately.
I got you. It was just like, I mean, you can't now. It's great.
Right. They're Australians, so the game's like, you can shoot them, it's fine. Okay, I've taken care of... Okay, so I really do need a truck, though, to get my medals and stuff back. I have my little rope strand I can use to do stealth takedowns, if I remember correctly. Oh, did they see me? Who saw me? Who saw me? Whoever saw me, I'm going... Oh. No? Okay. Like, I remember intentionally switching to the rope from guns a lot more in the first game because, again, I didn't want to blow off heads.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like, you'd be...
Also, the bowler gun. The bowler gun's so good. You get to be Batman, you know? Like...
Yeah.
Okay, there's a dude. Okay, come here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrangle. And then you just, like, punch? Like, yeah. That is so satisfying to take down. More so than precision shooting a shotgun, honestly. The sniping's nice, though. The sniping is nice. Not gonna act like it's not.
I mean, you get to, like, Wonder Woman your way and wrap those little boys up.
Right.
Come on, y'all.
Okay, so here's a fun thing. So you see how I'm bowling them right now?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pop this off the right way. Where is the next threat? Because the dude was shooting at me. What's all that down there? Oh, okay, so this guy here. If you aim the bowler right... Oh, no, I didn't do it right. If you aim the bowler right, it hits them in the head, and it knocks them out. It's pretty
nice.
fun.
It does both.
Where's your truck, guys? I need a truck. Okay, I'm just I'm like brute forcing with the bowler right now. Let's pull out a sniper. And... Where did they go? And is there anyone behind or around me? Do it, Barney.
Barney, you know them. It's okay. What up, Michael?
Oh, there they are. Is there another guy around here? See, there's definitely more medals and stuff too. Oh, surely there's a truck over here.
Give it to us.
Actually, It looks like... Yeah, dude, my car.
Oh!
Dude, my car. Wow, I found my car, dude.
Dude, you found it. Continuing
Hey,
transfunction.
dude, whoa.
These are Australians, though. They aren't people.
Okay, so we're
That's true,
gonna
Kaiser.
we're gonna definitely raid this camp for resources, but first I want to get back to my bunker. I also want to aggro dudes and see who's still around to aggro.
Yeah, right. Like, we didn't murder all these people for nothing.
Also, I haven't found if there is like even a crematorium or a disposal facility, so I don't even know if you can kill dudes in the same way. All right, take back our rock samples, our maintenance tools. Everything is ours. Yeah, no way I was gonna let him just hold on to all this. Look at this. Ooh, yeah. There's a whole road just sitting in this cargo box. It's like, why do you need $1 billion in your bank account? That could be infrastructure. That could be healthcare. I actually may not even be able to fit more on the truck right now because I had to put that ceramics on my back, so maybe I should just throw some stuff on the roads now that we're back out here. I think it was over here I needed to go for the roads.
Yeah, right about there-ish. Somewhere around there.
It's like right in this area, right off the grid. Yeah, I'll come pick through this camp in a moment, but there's the road over there. The road machine. Oh, are there still mines out here? Yes. Oh man. It's asking for a lot, but we also seem to have it. Maybe we might be short on ceramics. That's asking for a lot of ceramics. But I'm sure there's ceramics at the camp if we absolutely need it. All right, we're gonna go find some ceramics real quick, because, yeah, this boy needs to be built. There's mines and shit over here. I do not like driving through this territory. Off-road. How do these work? I wonder if I could shoot those mines from afar, you know? Just blow them up.
Hell yeah.
Oh, is there a dude awake around here? I think somebody saw me. Y'all got any ceramics around here?
The pizza chef.
Alright, I'm gonna lick this camp for ceramics. Don't look, chat. Levels, sure, but... Actually, if I go up this way... Pizza chef, do you have ceramics?
Welcome, and I did not expect you to bring. Now displaying your current order grade.
Oh. Oh.
Sam, the saga you just delivered to the pizza chef appears to have triggered something.
Yeah, we'll see in a moment. Yes, give me your ceramics. Yeah, that's not enough, but I'll take it. We're gonna have to go raid that camp again, but we apparently unlocked something. Let's see what this pizza chef has.
Hell yeah. Yeah, what is this pizza chef man doing? So what kind of pizza we got in the future?
I don't want to lose my stuff, though. I'll worry about that later. Let's build this road. Let's build this road first. At least build the road. But mental note, check on the pizza chef after I've done it.
Yes.
Have a good night, L-Man.
Good night, L-Man. Rest easy. Thanks for showing up.
I'll have to locker here. Do you have ceramics by chance?
Give us the ceramics.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I need ceramics. Oh, hi, Barney. Do you need ceramics too?
Oh.
Nothing in here besides that now? Okay.
Hold on, Chad. Closer with Barney noises. Yeah, gross.
Let's check this locker over here. Oh, I think some dudes are waking up across the camp. They're gonna wake other dudes up. I better stop them.
Pardon me, sir.
Good thing I have a sniper. Hey, stop waking up your friends, dude.
Yeah. You're getting everyone killed. It's your fault.
Look, I just want your ceramics. Taking this, yeah, I'll take an assault rifle. Chemicals, metals, resins. $40 ceramics, man. Okay. Alright, I think there's one more bunker over here. Any ceramics in this locker? Let's see.
Stretch my legs.
A little. Alright, let's get what we can to the road, and then we're gonna finish the other quest we have on our belt, because there's like running across this small little area is not fruitful ceramics wise. I'm gonna go back down the road. I'm gonna deliver some packages way back for a side quest I took up way too long ago, so I'm gonna get like a B rank. It's gonna be the lowest rank we ever got, class. We're gonna fail. Teacher's gonna be so mad.
Oh, jeez.
I do think there's something nice in Lauren also, again, focusing on something constructive and something you can do on the ground, because I think we're past the point of just kind of like snarkily correcting the grammar of the fascist, if that makes sense. Damn, I just don't have enough ceramics, I think. 540? Oh, damn it.
That was close.
We're so close to having a big, beautiful road. The Democrats aren't letting me build my big, beautiful road.
Oh, just put it through.
The liberals aren't letting me do my big, beautiful road.
It's so big and beautiful. The best people are saying it. You know, the best ones that you talk to?
I'm the liberal president with a liberal supermajority, but the parliamentarian has some esoteric rules that are preventing me from building my road. We can definitely put sanctions on Venezuela, though. But they're not letting me build my road.
God dang.
All right, so what quest do we have on our belts? That's what I thought. So I'm gonna do this one. I gotta just deliver my stuff to there. Right, I didn't take on the fragile albums thing that I need to take to the story area, which is good. I just need to go back to the one spot. Okay. So let's finish this mission, grab whatever ceramics we can while we're on the road, and then by the time I'm back here, I should be able to build the road. And then, given how much time we have left in this session, maybe we can get back to the location in the Red Desert where our next story mission is, and that'll put us in some good standing to continue on Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna do On the Silver Globe. I have Ghost in the Shell of the Postman. What's the Mexican movie? I keep forgetting, Jacob.
Oh, Sleep Dealer.
Sleep Dealer.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're recording and streaming this session for later playback, but Sleep Dealer will be on the Fall into the Future movies playlist. Once again, movies we watch every Sunday at 7 p.m. at the Technopoverty Theater. We're also working through the Spectacular Spider-Man irregularly. Going to figure out some way to maybe have a temporary hosting spot. People who want to maybe watch the things but can't make it to the Sunday showings can, watch in their own free time. Just a reminder for those of you who maybe not even a reminder, this is just a heads up for those of you who maybe are here for the first time. The Technopoverty Theater is part of our Discord package. If you follow our little Linktree link, which is all over our stuff, you will find our way to our Patreon or our Ko-fi. Even subscribing to the Twitch will give you Patreon access.
It's true, it's a great way to do it.
I don't think I can rate up YouTube subscriptions to work that way yet because the YouTube channel's not monetized, but hey, go give us a sub, like what we're doing over on YouTube. Need them hours. Okay, so I'm not going to go up the mountain path when I hit the fork.
God, I love these pretty roads. Although I will say, you're building a lot of roads, you're the only person driving on it.
Right. I kind of wish there was a bit more ecology in that sense.
Yeah.
Again, it motivates you to want to do the best of what society's advertised is capable of doing regarding roads and infrastructure and social interactivity through technology and the way technology brings us together, and there's a genuine will to make a human communal society. All that stuff, but it would be nice to maybe question the ugliness of it or the potential harm it's bringing in more ways than just questions alluded to in the narrative aspects,
Yeah.
But also, I do love, there's been a little bit of I've run over one animal at one point and I felt bad about that. I kind of wish I felt bad more about that. I wish you could dirty up the roads with roadkill.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious about Grand Theft Auto games in that sense, more than what goes on in their story or the multiplayer stuff. It's just what do the systems impress in that way? Also, though, you can just shoot a lot of cops,
True. Very true.
I know last week you were decompressing through GTA 5.
Yes, I was. God. Finding more and more horrible things, but everything going on in the world. Also, I just reminded that there has been no Epstein papers released.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, we knew it, but come on, y'all. When do we stop asking the murderous pedophiles?
The thing is, it's just who is the opposition party right now? This seems like a prime moment for an opposition leader who wanted to actually take charge of this, take charge of this, and
where the fuck is the NRA?
Yeah.
Right now.
I'm even talking about again the Democrats who beat their chest about this is fascism now, calling them Nazis, doing as many Star Wars analogies as they can. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know I'm talking about the lightsaber, but notice I'm talking about the lightsaber means of as relating to harming yourself and what you shouldn't give into. Go get him, Chuck. That's right, A.R. Berlin. That's right. like, not to tinfoil hat it, because this isn't tinfoil hat to say the DNC's not doing anything, but corporate DIMs aren't doing anything. It's like, well, it's about the process and protocol and more training.
Nah, dude, it's about them murdering us in the street.
Yeah.
It's been about that, like.
Right. I think about Philando Castile in this sense a lot. He was a black man a few years back. He's like a cafeteria worker. Like he fed kids for his living.
Yeah. Killed in his car while his daughter
He was like
there.
a registered NRA. Like just did everything the right way. Still shot.
Yep. Fucking Chuck Schumer. Dude, fuck all those fucking politicians. They can go fuck themselves.
Decided to pay us a nighttime visit, did you? Well then, let's check the order info.
But again, see what your local mutual aid and organizing groups are doing as far as this stuff goes. It's a great relief when you see the video of the dude slipping to hear the whole block laughing.
Yeah, that was very nice.
I can't believe the sheer amount of work you've done for us.
Just like need more of that all around. I've been seeing the Black Panthers have been showing up a lot more lately with their guns in areas. That's been really nice.
Never be too careful when traveling at night. You'll be in my thoughts.
All right, what was I going to do? I was going to withdraw ceramics. Inverters. I don't want to take that one. Nah, I'm not going to. I'm just going to. I do this so much and I still keep missing fabrication management. All right, I think we have enough ceramics. Let's do this. Let's build this road. I do think, too, there's something very Jared Leto to this whole administration in that they overextended their sense of how popular or well-liked they are among the public. What the
Yeah. The fuck?
There's dudes assaulting me on the road?
What assholes? We talked about there's no one on the road and then some assholes try to ruin it for
Okay,
everybody.
cool. Yeah, we've seen other porters walking.
Right? Like, are they chasing you?
No.
Okay.
That is something that did impress me about Red Dead 2, though.
Yeah. God. You just did a problem.
Like, I'm more curious to get to Red Dead 2 and kind of aiming the arc of the interdimensional engine towards maybe Red Dead 2 by the summer. Because in what little I've played and seen you play of the game, it did impress me how much... It seemed like the least fun of the Rockstar games, but like in a curated way. Because those games always have morality systems, but it's always very rubber bandy and elastic and kind of a simulacra of like misbehaving for the sake of like enjoying the game.
Yeah, just to
Whereas
see
Red
what
Dead
it's
2, like you really did have a sense of like managing a reputation to do, and like also like hygiene and health.
Yeah.
Again, not in like ultra realist ways, but in big enough ways. Oh, look at that flood, nice. big enough ways to feel nice. What up, Sleepy Zane? We're collecting ceramics, we're collecting metals, we're building the road. Talking about that absolute doofus everybody has been laughing at who slid in the ice and had a boo-boo on his booty as he had to retreat back from the war crime he was committing. Exactly. Gonna get this road built. Gonna get this specific segment of road built. Yeah, we love to see our fascist losers get butthurt, don't we, folks?
We do.
Oh, I see you're back.
Fuck those guys.
Didn't expect you to waltz in with that.
Give me your ceramics, buddy. Anything cool? No, nothing cool. Also, see, the faster I get everything on the network and I get all the roads built, the easier it is to get on a hoverboard and like not worry about metals and ceramics and just go on the open road. Just with my board, dog. We're just gonna skate all of Australia on a board, and my divorced life will leave me behind. All right, let's get this all on the off-roader. Boom, bang, boom. No orders I wanted to take. Let's get this. Midlife crisis game since MGS4. I liked MGS4 as a wrap-up. I wasn't interested in Phantom Pain or Ground Zeroes or Peace Walker. Death Stranding, I had to be sold on, but once Death Stranding actually released and I saw like how meticulous it was about like its delivery and infrastructure systems and that being kind of the hook, I was like, okay. This is interesting to me because I always feel like Kojima in sequels does something radically different or is trying to lash out or branch out in a new direction. This is the safest of like the Kojima sequels I've ever played. It feels like more variety, but the same general thing. See, Sleepy Zane, I think MGS3 is the best thing he's ever done, but I'm itching to touch 2 again, both because I've done a lot more reading on theory and I plan on doing some Frederic Jameson while playing it for the stream. But also, like, I do like MGS2. I never really, like, hated it for the riding thing like some fans did, but I just feel like I played that game when I was, like, a teenager and an early 20-something, and it might have, like, a radical new meaning to me as, like, a 35-year-old. But I think Subsistence, like, I remember when the HD collection came out on the PS3, the one that was 2, 3, and Peace Walker. That's the last time I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. And I played them, like, in like, order with 1. Like, I just had a week of it where I played all of them back to back to back. Do I want... Now, for a moment, I was like, do I want to stop in the bandit camp and see if they have ceramics? No, I'm going to keep driving. But I just feel like the way 3 is designed is the friendliest as far as like it lends itself to like each board is like full of like different ways you can experiment and get away and around the obstacles, but then also like the healing economy and the eating economy, it's very generous in like how you recoup from your mistakes or like plan for like your health and your resources. And the story's like standalone, but it also slots into the overall lore really nice. Yeah, Sleepy Zane, I think I'm just gonna hop into 2 because if I don't do it that way, I'm tempted to just like start at 1 and go through them all. I've done that before, but not in like a streaming format where it might take longer than anticipated. Cause like each of those games on their own, I have fond memories of because they're like the perfect pace to be like 3-day playthroughs. Like they're weekend games for me. Like I fondly remember them that way. MGS4 I've only ever played in marathon with other friends. When it came out, like me and 2 other friends sat on a couch and just played through the whole thing in a night. And then the next week we brought another friend over and they played the whole thing in a night while we sat there like helping them through it. That's the thing. I'm very curious how MGS4 would feel coming back to it and just like actually playing it like in a solo way. All right, we did it, Jacob. We did it.
Get that rope, baby. Some tea to celebrate.
I actually didn't think the nanomachines were goofy until, like, yeah, some of it is like over relied upon, but it's not the silliest crutch to stick on. Also, MGS2, just what it has become in the internet as far as like dudes taking the term postmodernism and just not knowing what the fuck they're talking about, I feel a lot of that is rooted in Metal Gear Solid 2 as a game.
Yeah, it was like the thing that kicked it off for him. Like, this is it.
Yeah, I think a lot of post-2008 internet reactionary talk of postmodernism has a tinge of Metal Gear Solid 2 to it. Like Metal Gear Solid 2, because like think about like Andrew Tate or other right-wing types where it's Metal Gear Solid 2 and the Matrix, it's postmodernism and the Red Pill, and like Starship Troopers of course is there too, because the thing is Verhoeven was trying to like swing in multiple directions or all over the compass with what he was parodying in Starship Troopers. And he does like want to have like political correctness or like what would like be called like cultural Marxism by reactionaries as like, all right, there's one for the left, here's one for the right, kind of. There's like a tit for tat thing going on in Starship Troopers that's not really commented upon too much about like the way women and minorities are in positions of authority and such, where it's like a completely egalitarian society in that respect, but it is still like a fascist society. It is a militaristic one. They are there to beat and kill each other. It's not like out of a respected common human decency that they do those things. It's just who's the best sacrifice for the altar. All right, how do I get to this road marker that's up top here? I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'd like to know more.
I'm doing my part.
I would like to know more.
I would like to know more. Would you like to know more? You know those dudes like hadn't had fun in like 5 years.
It's just that I remember we had a roommate who really like wanted to go to the war in Ukraine. And I was like, hey, it's not like the video games and things. It's like actually horrifying war. I don't know if you know this about a thing. Oh, one little creature.
It's afraid.
Damn, docked 100 likes by Drawbridge.
Okay, there it is. Am I gonna have to build a bridge? What's the best way to get to this road generator over here? All right. Yeah, also the way they pop is kind of... I wish they'd get stuck and gunk stuff up, or like, I wish you had more of an opportunity to really look at them.
Yeah.
All right, I don't think we have enough of everything. Let's see. Let's see. I'm pretty healthy on metals. Actually, yeah, good on metals. As always, not good on ceramics. Good on crystals, though. Okay. $18 ceramics, really? Okay, well we'll go get the records. We'll get those records and we'll deliver them to the plot important place, and then depending on how much time we have left, do plot important stuff. If not, we'll save the plot for Thursday. But we did some deliveries and we built this very expensive section of road.
It's looking great too.
Honestly, if we do things right, I think we can get a second segment of road built before we end the night. We just need ceramics.
Nice. So he's about those ceramics.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go back to a faraway base that has ceramics, because to deliver those sensitive records to the desert place, I really want to have roads just over this craggy, creature-filled area. So best way to do that is... There's the Jordan Valley Mine. What about over here? How many ceramics you got over here? 2. Because I haven't been doing side quests, no one has ceramics. Is also kind of the thing. It's the thing. 244 at the animal shelter. Oh, the parrot has 300. Okay, Rainbow Valley, viable. 294, not bad. 256. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're driving back to the original mine and just collecting ceramics on the way. And that may be the last thing we do tonight. Canyon Arrow. I believe tomorrow Lux will be back, and we will be doing either Look Outside, or it may be the return of Shin Megami Tuesday.
Oh, shoot.
I should really look into how those teleporter launcher things work.
Oh, yeah, like the fast travel things?
Yeah, because, yeah, I think they're just for my body. But that's nice. Maybe I do want to stop and see what ceramics they have here. one of your ceramics. Calm down.
The road deteriorating still looks so cool too.
Yeah, I really like the post-storm kind of like wetness.
Yeah, like it feels like you could smell.
Yeah. Okay, I want to stop at Rainbow Valley. If I recall, they have the first big batch of ceramics. Man, you can see the road off in the distance going off into the mountains. I love it.
Hell yeah.
What a draw distance. Yeah, thinking to Silent Hill and the 10 feet you can see in front of you.
Man, I posted a video.
Strong agree, Sleepy Zane. The Silent Hill tech stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it was something like going through without the fog, just to kind of like show different parts of the game and like how it was created. It was really interesting.
Yeah, once I get the second road built, the second segment of road completed, I'll have prime infrastructure to get back to side questing. Maybe. We'll see how far out it goes. If I can get a general road snaked through all the online areas, that then makes side questing just a matter of going up and down the road with, you know, some deviation off the path. The jump ramp. I didn't realize that was going to be so steep a fall. Yeah, no. Nope.
Oh no.
Oh, damn. That's just awful. Just awful.
That wasn't good.
Just absolute, just an absolute dog shit ramp.
Just dog shit.
Just no good. Alright, I don't even know where I am anymore. Yeah, I just jumped off way too early. Why did I do any of that? What is up, fellow dudes?
Fellow dudes.
All right, give me your ceramics. Also, any orders? Any interesting orders? No. 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 Alright, let's get back on the road with our ceramics. And get to the ceramics mine. The horizons in this game are better than the horizons in Death Stranding 1 as far as leading you to look at points of interest and bases on the map. I distinctly remember the map of Death Stranding 1, but it didn't have like vistas in the same way this one does.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff in Death Stranding 1 generally looked like a green base. There's like a lot of greenery, and there's some desert, and there's like that red area, and then a whole lot of mountain. I felt there's too much snow stuff in the Death Stranding 1 map.
Yeah, and there wasn't like much you could do with the snow. It was just like, it was just there.
It was just there to be scary and intimidating and painful.
Yeah.
The snow had more gameplay utility. Maybe I just am predisposed to not like snow, but I was just very exhausted by whenever I had to navigate through like the snow area. I mean, I did set up zip lines through it, and I see what you're saying about the skeletons. Strong agree there. I don't really want to take on much work right now. We'll deliver these ceramics. Last mission of the night. Once I hit that mine, instead of like doing the run back to build the road, I'm gonna call it. That way next session starts with the run back to build the road and do the story stuff, since the road will lead right to the story stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanna make sure we get those ceramics secured.
Yeah, we need them. Roads demand them.
Mm-hmm. fill in the need to stretch my left arm. Why, thank you, other porters, for repairing things. I think too, now that I have most of the editing work out of the way, I'll read a nice healthy chunk of Parable of the Sower for next section.
Cool.
Really curious where it's going, both in the slow pragmatic drip of how things are falling apart, and again, the religious philosophical like reconstitution our character is doing. Very interesting to me. Because the book, you know, she's already had that conversation with her father. Like, it doesn't want to scare people. It wants to teach them.
Yeah. Yeah, like the message is important enough, but it's not like for the wrong reasons or to...
A more constructive-minded look at looking a grim future in the face.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, again, it's kind of trite how many post-apocalypse stories are like, oh, well, everything's in the post-apocalypse, and then there's the good guys and the bad guys, and then the good guys kill the bad guys, and everything's fixed. Or there's a Cowboys and Indians-esque American morality play going on in the post-apocalypse. It's like, dog, where are these people getting their water? Wait, what health care do they have when they break their legs? Like... The way they got in front of that car and that jack off like was looking for an excuse to pull the trigger. That's like how shootouts, that is part of like how shootouts really happen in the West, is like the intimidation and the fear and the whole, you know, basically bullying into having an excuse to pull a gun on someone.
If she was running him over, how come he shot her through the driver's side window and
He
not
had
the windshield?
he had his phone out to take video.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens when people run out of toothbrushes? What happens when a motherfucker has a cavity?
Let me just take a look at our active orders.
S rank, that's right. Oh, you have ceramics for me, huh?
Giving up all hope.
Let's get those ceramics. Anything? Okay, when I come... I'm going to take these orders, but I'm not going to finish them tonight. They're just on the way up the road back, so they're good to have on now.
Nice, yeah, just have them ready.
Not a single boss or ghost encounter, and you know what, that's fine, because the loop's so addicting. I'm just for it. I'm just for it. I'm just for it. Alright. Let's throw this all in the truck. All right, let's get driving on up to that mine. Once again, as we're wrapping on up here, follow Pixel Goblins, follow Wizworld, follow Fight Opera. There's an extended universe of friends and chatters, some of whom you may have talked with tonight.
Sure, they're all worth your time. All doing really cool stuff.
It has been a great year starting this little stream project. Aside from helping me with video games and stuff, it's been nice chatting with you all.
It really has. Thanks for helping us
Yes,
build up this
thank you,
community, y'all.
Zane.
It's wild that it's been almost a year already.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more Fight Opera streams.
Yeah. More fight opera in general.
It has been a source of sanity as far as when I tell folks, hey, go do something with your friends.
Yeah. It is.
Find some sort of community art project to do with people.
Yeah, dude, art is so important, especially if you can do it with your friends, man. Like we're gonna be
That's
filming
the thing. It's about exercise. Outside of the AI bro grind set of like, oh, gotta do this thing real fast, high volume, make money. Like, no, it's for exercising your animation, your imagination, and animating things with other people, practicing and flexing those muscles. In the same way, art as an imaginary utility in the caveman days, how people paint drawings of where there were big mean kitties versus delicious buffalo. You know, putting on plays, doing shit like the Odyssey, having those kind of acts and group activities were bonding experiences.
Sorry, it was just while I was scrolling. Apparently, Kyle Rittenhouse is telling the world that fluoride is turning people gay.
Didn't he not get accepted into like any college he applied to?
Yeah, you know, you can tell from his education clearly.
Oh my god.
I mean, maybe it made him gay.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
It wouldn't. That's the worst part. Is always like it turns you gay. I'm like, yeah, but like if you're gay,
That's
you're
like
okay
not a
with it.
bad.
Like,
Yeah, like that's not a bad thing, dude.
It's the same thing with like when people are like, you don't offend Nazis by calling them Nazis because they are Nazis. Like you're just.
So there's, you know, that whole reaction, like, I just call it like it is. Sorry, I figured out, so I'm honest. Like, if you actually act that way, you would, at some point in your life, if you actually talk to women, get hit with some point where you're an idiot and you're all like, well, suck a dick. And, you know, someone who likes sucking dick will reply to you like, sure, why not? Like, I like it.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, well, that doesn't fit my heteronormative standard of male bullying. What the fuck do I do now?
I guess I have to let him suck my dick now. That's what happens. How it works.
The thing is, they're not going to actually have that experience, though, because they never act that way. They're just going to bitch and seethe online, having never actually said the suck my dick part out loud to anyone.
Oh, for
because
sure.
they're afraid they're going to be canceled because for some reason they think they're going to get a Netflix special, even though it's like you're...
I thought you're not doing anything.
You're not.
Remote.
The whole fear of getting canceled is so amazing in that way, where it's like literally you're gonna win the. I didn't know you had a CAA agent, and we're on track to make like $2 million next year if you kept up your acting career.
Our old boss. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, what are you talking about? Like, who's?
What is in your head that you, like? Why?
Even just like even dudes not in the position of like running a business.
Oh yeah. Just the mindset in general.
Just the mindset in general of like, what do you think you're gonna get, like, what do you think you're gonna get canceled for, or what you possess that is like going to be lost in the cancellation that makes you like this react? What buried misogyny did you enact that this is just driving you too close to thinking about? We're mining shit, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Or did I already do it? Looks like we got a lot of stuff. Alright. Yeah, alright. I think we're in business. We are in business. Steak boy, look at all these ceramics. All right, for this piece of road. Oh damn, I'm too far away. Right, I got this little piece on the network too. There's that weird bridge area. Okay. I think I have enough ceramics to build what we need next session. But also next session we're gonna have to run back literally all the road. We're literally at like the first point. We've got to run all the way back to the opposite end to continue on with plot stuff. However, we will get that road built. All right, let's save. Well, friends, this is it. We're gonna be calling it a night here. We have saved. We've mined ceramics. It's been a weird week, a tough Monday. Take solace in the fact that others are laughing at them with us. You are not alone. I'll be back with Lux tomorrow. Yeah. Jacob and I will be back to talk with you more Thursday. If you're on the Discord, we're always talking shit there. We'll be continuing on our regular Spectacular Spidey Watch. Once again, on the Silver Globe, The Postman, Ghost in the Shell. I keep forgetting the other movie, the Mexican one, but Jacob, we will get that one. This will all be coming up at the theater as we continue on with Death Stranding 2 and look outside. We may be going back to SMT3 soon with Lux. Then we got some options on the table. I know Lux and I have been talking about Bloodborne. There's some also like newer indie stuff we've been considering that may fit in with this whole fall into the future, future forward look into things. But you know what? That's enough inside baseball about the inner workings of what we're thinking programming-wise. Y'all take care. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Night, y'all. 4 kisses for you all.